This guy is making it so hard for me to film. So hard. He hates me. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 3 of the 12 collabs of Choimas. Woo! That is correct. In the month of December, I am uploading 12 collab videos with incredible beauty creators within this realm. I literally am in disbelief, especially with who I'm collabing with today, who is my lovely friend, Julia Mazzucato. I have had the wonderful pleasure and honor of becoming her friend over the last year. In addition to being a beauty content creator, Julia is also a pre-medical student in college, and we just connect a lot over, firstly, our love of makeup and eyeshadow and whatnot, and those fun, colorful, superficial things, but also a lot more on life purpose and career and motivation because I am a 4th year medical student. I'm months away from being an MD. So it's just been so wonderful to connect with Julia in that way. I am pretty sure y'all are already subscribed to Julia if you have landed here on my channel, but if somehow I am the one introducing you to Julia, definitely stop this video right now, go and subscribe to her. She is witty, she is intelligent, she is kind. Every single video she puts out is ultimately top tier and I know you won't regret it. If you're coming from Julia's channel and you're seeing me for the first time, I am so happy to meet you. I hope you'll consider subscribing before you go. Turn on the notification bell if it's not already on and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Now let's get into the anti-haul. And I'm telling you now, I took some notes and I'm already exhausted. I'm dedicating the first third of this video to Colourpop. I'm just gonna talk about all of them at once. In the last month, Colourpop has just been popping off, but like in the worst way. I was looking at what they have been releasing lately and I literally didn't even know about like half of them. So first big one is the Colourpop Hello Kitty collaboration, the Snow Much Fun eyeshadow palette, and then some other things within that collection. I have made a lot of content about this already, but briefly, my impression of this collection is like, maybe the color story is cute. It is my color story, but it's not Hello Kitty whatsoever. It's easily recognizable to be a cash grab because those aren't Hello Kitty colors, those are not. I made one video duping that Hello Kitty Snow Much Fun palette. It was very easy to dupe. Most of it I pulled from the Colourpop Pretty Guardian palette, which was their collaboration with Sailor Moon. So Colourpop just throwing in the same colors for the Japanese animation. I see what you're doing. I also made a video on what the Colourpop Hello Kitty collaboration palette should have looked like, so it actually reflected the characters of Hello Kitty and Friends. I have it here and it is what I used for my eye look today, so check out those videos if you're interested. In addition to the color story and the naming of the shades being seemingly unrelated to Hello Kitty and Friends, the pans are also square, which is a hard pass for me because I like moving pans around and between my Colourpop palettes. So once you start introducing square pans, I can't do that anymore. Next we have the Colourpop On Cloud Blue and Cloud Spun palettes, which, did y'all even know these came out? Because I didn't. These are pastel palettes. They are included in one of their major holiday eyeshadow vaults, which I think are not worth it whatsoever. When I looked at these palettes, I thought they already came out with this color story. So they're just indistinguishable from their previous pastel palettes. I just realized I never scooted over, so LOL. Literally, they don't have anything else to come out with. So we get stuff like this. I don't curse. I'm uncomfortable cursing. Sometimes one slips out if I get really heated, but that's why that was so awkward. Next, I can't dwell on one of these Colourpop releases for too long, otherwise this would be way too long. There was the Poppy palette, Big Poppy, which, hate that name, Big Poppy, so uncomfortable. But I saw this came out in a duo with the Lil Ray of Sunshine palette. The Big Poppy palette is an all matte orange-based palette. Not interested in oranges, just personal preference. I never reach for orange over literally any other color in the rainbow. But even aside from my personal preference, an all orange matte eyeshadow palette, who needs it? Anyone who has even a neutral palette has warm neutrals within their collection, especially if you're on beauty YouTube watching these videos. And it follows along the theme of flowers, like the Lil Ray of Sunshine was sunflower based, but yellow mattes and yellowish leaning neutrals, there's more of a space for that in the market right now than there are orange-based neutrals. And I'm truly curious, who is buying this? Who are buying these? Because someone has to be buying them for this to be happening. Companies only do what makes them money, and if this is continuously making Colourpop money, even though pretty much everyone I watch is saying that it's really annoying, I mean, it has to be working, so do what you gotta do, Colourpop. I'm not a fan, but... Okay, next I'm gonna talk about two more releases very quickly. First is the Colourpop Fade into Hue palette, which is their large rainbow palette of Holiday 2020. I mean, I guess if you're wanting to test more colorful eyeshadows, I think the Fade into Hue palette would be a better investment than buying a huge vault of their 9-pan monochromatic palettes. But actually, I think that Fade into Hue has a bunch of pressed glitters in it. At least it looked that way from the photos. And I hate those pressed glitters. Just objectively, Colourpop pressed glitter formula just ain't it. I got LASIK a year ago. I'm not risking anything on these corneas, so I don't use pressed glitter ever. This is Colourpop's rainbow palette, but Colourpop in the past has released a rainbow palette. It is the She's a Rainbow. There's also Chasing a Rainbow. There was a previous holiday release that was also a rainbow-based palette, although that was only 15 pans as opposed to the now larger size. The Fade into Hue palette has square pans, so that's automatically like a no from me, a nah from me, dog, because of the reasons I told you earlier. If late 2019 and early 2020 was the time of Colourpop shoving their pressed glitters down our throats, I really hope 2021 is not the year of Colourpop coming out with random palettes with square pans. Last Colourpop release, I promise. I'm trying to blow through these as fast as I can, but there is the Amoureaux? I am uncultured, I don't know how to pronounce that, but it has the Boudoir Noir palette and the Ménage à Moi, which I hate that name too. This holiday release I think is very catered to people who don't have a lot of makeup already, just because the tones are very muted, very neutral, and very marketable for just the general population. It's not particularly catering towards any fandom. It's a pretty bland release, but because beauty YouTube is just a small minority of the beauty consuming population, bland is what works and bland is what makes money. So I don't really blame Colourpop for releasing this. I just don't like it. Okay, now that was all the Colourpop. That was mostly what was exhausting me because there were so many uninspired releases in the last just few weeks. Now let's talk about other brands. Yes, okay, so I saw that Fenty is releasing a new formula or a new finish of the Gloss Bomb in a cream finish. I watched Tina Young. She did a swatch video with all of these shades, and of course Fenty Glow looked gorgeous to me. So these are essentially the Fenty Gloss Bombs, but instead of a shimmery finish, it has a very clean, not clear, but no shimmer finish. A cream, duh. Watching the swatches of these shades, I don't think all of them are good because it's kind of at a level of opacity that is too much to be like just a sheer wash of color, but also too little to actually provide an even layer of coverage. So some of the darker shades make it patchy. For shades that are more in your personal nude range, they look great. I'm not gonna purchase them right now, even though I know I love the Fenty Gloss formula. I have 3 of her original Gloss Bombs already. In addition to already having 3 of her Gloss Bombs, I anticipate that these little cream Gloss Bombs are going to come out in sets. And I always love buying sets with minis more than buying a bunch of full sizes anyways, so I can exercise some patience and wait for those to come out. There are a lot of really like colorful rainbow palettes coming out now, so in addition to all the Colourpop stuff I talked about, Violet Voss is also coming out with a rainbow palette called Tie-Dye 4. So this has the colors of the rainbow with a row of neutrals. I tried looking up why it's called Tie-Dye 4. I couldn't find anything in the description of the product that explains why it's called 4, and I couldn't find any previous tie-dye eyeshadow palette, so I'm confused. If you know why it's called Tie-Dye 4, let me know. So this palette's $36 as opposed to the Colourpop one, which is $34. $36 is not bad, especially for like a Sephora held brand, Personally, I really do enjoy Violet Voss eyeshadow formula. I find that it is just really dependable. It's more of a classic formula in terms of the shimmers being more of a classic shimmer. Now, I don't know, rainbow palettes I have a qualm with because they're so uninspired. You're literally not coming up with a color story. You're taking the most basic color story to exist in nature since the beginning of time and just putting that out. Feels kind of uninspired. Okay, the next release, there were a couple palettes put out by Give Me Glow Cosmetics, which is an indie brand. First is the Sweet and Sticky palette, which is a 6-pan based off of cinnamon buns, and they also are releasing a larger palette with 10 shades called the Vivid Rose palette. The Sweet and Sticky is $30 and the Vivid Rose is $45. I have never tried Give Me Glow Cosmetics. It's definitely on my list of indie brands to try one day. I'm very slowly making my way through the indie list just because I don't want to accumulate a lot of eyeshadow at once either. Now, I have heard great things about the Give Me Glow Cosmetics formula. Alejandra Lisette, she is another one of my friends. My first collab of the 12 collabs of Choimas was with her. She loves Give Me Glow Cosmetics. Like, she stands hard for them. And so I can tell you in full confidence that I'm confident that the formula of Give Me Glow Cosmetics is perfectly, hey, Tita, Tony. Okay, I need to get my cat. Okay. Next are some Too Faced palettes. They released 4 of their 8-pan holiday palettes in the tin can packaging. Okay, these are called That's My Jam, Let's Play, Light My Fire, Kitty Likes to Scratch. What is with all these really cringy palette names? Anyways, any Too Faced holiday release, I don't want it. Not just that they have a reputation for making poorer quality products for their holiday releases, but also because the novelty of a Too Faced holiday product in particular dies as soon as the season is over. So I can't imagine holiday season of 2021 still being very excited about my Kitty Likes to Scratch eyeshadow palette. Next palette we have to talk about is the Sugarpill Capsule Anniversary palette. It's another iteration of a rainbow palette. I know this doesn't have like the full Roy G. Biv of the rainbow spectrum, but it has pink, orange, green, blue, purple, and a couple neutrals. Now, I am within the group of people who does not like the Sugarpill palette layout, the different size pans. Tony, oh my god, my cat is shaking my table. Hey, you need to get out of here. This guy is making it so hard for me to film. So hard. He hates me. You can literally see all the extra space within the palette, and I know every palette has wasted space within it. I just can't vibe with this one. Oh, next thing I have is the Viseart Etendu Violette 12-pan palette. Now, this palette, in the first picture I saw, I was like, wow, that's actually, you know, like a really pretty purple, vibrant color story. But then another picture I saw of this palette, all the shades look kind of really dulled. And it looked so similar to the Urban Decay Ultraviolet palette, which already had really mixed reviews. The last palette I have to talk about on my little list is the Huda Beauty Gold Obsession palette. And this palette, when I saw it, the packaging got me. It didn't really get me because I haven't purchased it, but it got my interest. It piqued my interest. And the marbling and the stone kind of aesthetic of the packaging is gorgeous. The interior, I like the shades. I think they're fine. The gold and the pink combination with the neutrals I think is very marketable. But then literally like the next panel in Trend Mood, or like in the next row of Trend Mood's posts, was this Jason Wu palette that's coming out, and it looks identical. I was just very confused by that, but anyways, I do like Huda Beauty formula. I own the Huda Nude Obsessions Light and Deep palettes in addition to the Smoky Obsessions palettes. I do like the formula of her mini palettes. I think they work really well. Even though the packaging of this is beautiful and the marketing of it is beautiful, personally, I know I don't need it, but odds are you don't need it either. It's not really adding a lot to a considerable eyeshadow palette collection already. And if you own like 3+ Huda Beauty palettes, you pretty much own all of the mattes that will be in any other palette she comes out with that's kind of the thing with Huda Beauty eyeshadow palettes. There is a lot of redundancy. That is everything that I had on my list to talk to y'all about today. I really tried to go through them as quickly as I could because I have like a short attention span, and since starting medical school, my attention span has somehow become equivalent to that of a goldfish. I hope you had fun with me today, and I hope I was helpful because I hope to be helpful in every video I make. Again, a big thank you to Julia for collaborating with me on this anti-haul. I didn't say at the beginning of this video, but for those of you who don't know, Julia is interested in becoming a neurosurgeon, which even within the medical professions is like next level of intensity. Like, I am personally not about the neurosurgery life, but it will be very interesting to see you do what you want to do and what you love to do. I am literally so excited for Julia's future because there's nothing in the world strong enough to hold her back. Please show Julia some love on her video too. Let her know that you came from me if you did. And if you came from Julia, please let me know because I would love to meet every single one of y'all. Thank you so much for watching this video and spending your time with me today. Remember that y'all are my treasure. Find the beauty in every day, but most importantly, be kind to yourselves. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!